Nepal cave secrets, hidden monasteries and treasures, nestled in the heart of the Himalayas. Nepal is a land of breathtaking landscapes, ancient traditions, and mysteries that have endured for millennia. From the snow-capped peaks of Everest to the lush valleys of the Terai, this small Himalayan nation is a tapestry of cultures, religions, and histories, woven together by the hands of time. Among its most enigmatic wonders are the countless caves that dot its mountainsides, cliffs, and remote valleys, natural and man-made chambers that have served as sacred sanctuaries, monastic retreats, and hidden repositories of treasures for centuries. These caves, carved by nature's forces or chiseled by human hands, hold secrets that have fascinated explorers, archaeologists, historians, and spiritual seekers alike. Hidden monasteries, where monks and yogis have meditated in silence for decades. Ancient manuscripts and artworks that have survived the ravages of time. And treasures both material and spiritual that offer a window into Nepal's rich and complex past. To uncover these secrets is to embark on a journey through time, exploring the intersection of faith, history, and nature in one of the world's most sacred and mysterious lands. This narrative will delve into the depths of Nepal's cave systems, revealing the hidden monasteries that have stood as beacons of spirituality, the treasures that lie within their walls, and the stories of the people who built, inhabited, and protected these sacred spaces. From the remote sky caves of Upper Mustang to the sacred chambers of Halsimaratika, from the ancient yogic retreats of the Annapurna region to the hidden shrines of Pokhara, we will traverse Nepal's diverse landscapes to uncover the secrets that these caves have guarded for centuries. Nepal's caves are as diverse as the country itself, ranging from natural limestone formations carved by water and wind over millions of years, to man-made chambers chiseled into cliffs by human hands for spiritual, ceremonial, or defensive purposes. The geological history of Nepal, shaped by the collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, has created a landscape ripe for cave formation. Limestone cliffs, karst formations, and underground river systems have combined to create thousands of caves, many of which remain unexplored to this day. These caves have played a pivotal role in Nepal's history, serving as shelters for early humans, sacred sites for religious practitioners, and hiding places for treasures during times of war and conflict. For the people of Nepal, caves are not merely geological formations. They are living spaces, sacred sanctuaries, and repositories of memory, where the past and present converge in a timeless dance of faith and tradition. The hidden monasteries within these caves are testaments to Nepal's deep spiritual heritage, while the treasures they contain, manuscripts, artworks, relics, and ritual objects, offer a tangible connection to the country's ancient civilizations. To understand the secrets of Nepal's caves, we must first explore the spiritual and cultural context that has shaped their significance. Nepal is a deeply religious country, home to Hinduism, Buddhism, Kuritism, and other indigenous faiths, each of which has left its mark on the nation's caves. For Buddhists, caves have long been sacred spaces for meditation and retreat, where monks and yogis seek enlightenment through years of silent practice. For Hindus, caves are often associated with deities and mythological figures, serving as shrines and pilgrimage sites. For the Karate people, the indigenous inhabitants of eastern Nepal, caves are ancestral homes and sacred spaces linked to their oral traditions and spiritual beliefs. This religious diversity is reflected in the caves themselves, where Buddhist murals adorn the walls of chambers dedicated to Hindu deities, and karate ritual objects coexist with Buddhist relics. The hidden monasteries within these caves are not just places of worship. They are centers of learning, where religious texts are studied, art is created, and spiritual knowledge is passed down from generation to generation. The treasures within these monasteries, whether ancient manuscripts, intricate paintings, or sacred relics, are not merely valuable artifacts. They are symbols of faith, wisdom, and cultural identity. One of the most famous and sacred cave complexes in Nepal is the Healing Caves, located in the Khatang district of eastern Nepal. Nestled between the holy rivers Dud Koshi and Sun Koshi, at an altitude ranging from 3,100 to 4,734 feet above sea level, known locally as Halsey. This natural cave system is venerated by Hindus, Buddhists, and Karatis alike, earning it the nickname the Pashupatinath of the East for its significance as a pilgrimage site. The main cave, a natural formation with a half-moon-shaped entrance facing east, is 67 feet below the surface, with a round interior diameter of 193 feet and a circumference of 223 feet, and a separate cave lying beneath it. For Hindus, Healing is dedicated to Mahadev, a form of Lord Shiva, and is believed to be the place where Shiva hid from the monster Basmasur. According to Hindu mythology, Basmasur had obtained a boon from Shiva that allowed him to turn anyone he touched into ash, and he intended to use this power to kill Shiva himself. Shiva fled to Healing, hiding in the depths of the cave until Vishnu intervened to defeat Basmasur. This myth has made the cave a sacred site for Hindus, who come to offer prayers and seek protection from evil. For Buddhists, it is one of the most sacred sites in the Himalayas, associated with Guru Padmasambhava, known as Guru Rinpoche, the second Buddha, who is said to have attained the city of immortality here alongside his consort, Princess Mandarava, according to sacred biographies. After meeting Mandarava in the kingdom of Zahar, Guru Rinpoche and his consort traveled to Maritika to engage in 3 months of intensive meditation, practicing the sadhana of longevity and invoking Amitayus, the Buddha of infinite life. Their devotion was rewarded when Amitayus appeared in a vision, placing a vase of nectar on their heads and blessing them with eternal life. This event is said to have allowed Guru Rinpoche to to live for centuries, spreading Vajrayana Buddhism throughout the Himalayas, from India to Nepal and Tibet. In Tibetan, Healing Meritica is known as Kai Ba Emtharbide, meaning that which eliminates death, and it is considered one of the 6 most sacred pilgrimage sites in the world for Tibetan Buddhists. For the Karate Rai people, the caves are the ancestral home of their ancestor, Ray Chh Akul, also known as Hetchakubba, and are revered as a sacred site linked to their oral traditions and ancestral worship. The Karate Mund Hum, a rich oral tradition of the Kurats, recounts how their ancestor once resided in the Halsey Cave, making it a central part of their cultural heritage. Karate devotees visit the cave to offer sacrifices of roosters and goats, perform traditional dances, and seek blessings for their families and communities. The hidden monastery within the Halsey Meritica caves is a testament to the site's spiritual significance, housing a wealth of treasures that reflect its multi-religious heritage. Inside the cave, visitors can find a natural shivling, a phallic symbol of Lord Shiva formed by limestone deposits, which is the central focus of Hindu worship at the site. The shivling is draped in red cloth and adorned with flower garlands, and devotees pour milk and water over it as a sign of reverence. For Buddhists, the cave contains a statue of Guru Padmasambhava, carved from sandalwood and inlaid with precious stones, along with murals depicting scenes from his life and the Vajrayana Buddhist pantheon. These murals, painted in vibrant colors, using natural pigments derived from minerals and plants, have survived for centuries due to the cave's cool, dry climate. The monastery also houses ancient manuscripts, including terma, hidden teachings revealed by Guru Rinpoche and his disciples, and ritual objects such as thankas, religious paintings on cloth, prayer wheels, and butter lamps. The terma manuscripts, written on palm leaves and parchment, contain teachings on meditation, healing, and spiritual practice, and are considered sacred by Tibetan Buddhists. The thankas, which depict Buddhas, bodhisattvas, and other divine figures, are crafted using gold leaf and natural dyes, and are valued not only for their religious significance, but also for their artistic beauty. These treasures are not just religious artifacts, they are living links to the past, preserving the spiritual wisdom and artistic traditions of Nepal's ancient civilizations. The monastery is also a center of pilgrimage, with devotees from all over the Himalayas traveling to Halsey Meritica to practice rituals of longevity, seek blessings for health and prosperity, and participate in religious fairs held on Shivaratri and Bala Chaturdashi. During Shivaratri, the cave is illuminated with thousands of butter lamps, and devotees spend the night in prayer and meditation. The caves are accessible by motorcycle and jeep today, but their remote location and sacred atmosphere have helped preserve their secrets for centuries, ensuring that the treasures within remain protected from the ravages of time and modernization. Moving westward from eastern Nepal, we encounter the remote and rugged region of Upper Mustang, often called the Kingdom of Lo, a land of dry landscapes, ancient villages, and cliffside cave complexes that have remained largely untouched by modernity. Upper Mustang was a restricted, demilitarized area until 1992, and its isolation has preserved its cultural and historical heritage, making it one of the most well-preserved regions in the world. The majority of the population still speaks traditional Tibetic languages, such as Lo dialect, and follows a unique blend of Tibetan Buddhism and Bon traditions. The region's cave systems, estimated to number around 10,000, are among the most mysterious and fascinating in Nepal. These sky caves, dug into the sides of valleys near the Kali Gandaki River, are a mix of natural and man-made chambers, some stacked vertically along the cliffs, creating a labyrinth of hidden spaces that have served as monasteries, homes, burial sites, and repositories of treasures for millennia. The Mustang Caves were listed as a UNESCO tentative site in 1996, recognizing their global cultural and historical significance. The Kali Gandaki River, which flows through the region, has played a crucial role in the formation of these caves, carving through the soft sandstone cliffs over millions of years, and creating natural chambers that were later expanded and modified by humans. One of the most significant cave monasteries in Upper Mustang is the Minchai L.H. Wang Monastery, located in C.H. Husang of Baragung Mukti C.H. Hetra Rural Municipality. Carved into a red cliff near the Jomsom Kagbeni Korala Road, this ancient monastery is estimated to be over 1,200 years old, with artifacts dating back several centuries. The monastery is managed by 6 families from C.H. Husing village, who take turns performing daily evening prayers and lighting lamps, ensuring that the site remains a living center of spiritual practice. The families, who are descendants of the original monks who built the monastery, have passed down the responsibility of caring for the site from generation to generation, and they view it as a sacred duty to protect its treasures. Inside the cave, the upper level houses clay Buddha statues believed to be over 800 years old, along with a green Tara statue estimated to be around 1,200 years old, one of the oldest and most valuable artifacts in the region. The green Tara statue, carved from a single block of jade, stands over 3 feet tall and is adorned with gold leaf and precious gems, including rubies and sapphires. The cave also contains several other Buddha figures, ancient wall paintings, and a circumambulation path where devotees walk clockwise to accumulate merit. The wall paintings, which depict scenes from the life of the Buddha and various bodhisattvas, are executed in the traditional Tibetan style, with bold colors and intricate details. Access to the upper chambers is via wooden ladders, which are hand-carved from local cedar wood and have been in use for centuries, adding to the monastery's sense of seclusion and mystery. International researchers have visited the site, providing limited technical and financial support for conservation efforts. the monastery remains largely unknown and underdeveloped, its treasures hidden from the mainstream tourist trail. The locals believe the monastery has great potential for cultural tourism, but they also emphasize the need for preservation to protect its fragile artifacts and spiritual atmosphere. They worry that increased tourism could lead to damage to the murals and statues, and they have implemented strict rules to limit access to the upper chambers. Another remarkable cave in Upper Mustang is the Chaunt Cave of Luri, dating back to around 1300 CE. This cave, located in present-day Mustang District, is a unique commemorative site, housing a stupa, a sacred Buddhist monument, that likely contains the remains of a revered Buddhist master. The stupa, which is over 10 feet tall, is made of clay and adorned with intricate carvings of Buddha figures and sacred symbols, such as the lotus flower and the wheel of Dharma. The cave's murals, painted by Nepalese artisans for Tibetan patrons, reflect the Buri style, a form of Tibetan painting based on newer art from the Kathmandu Valley, and depict Vajrayana Buddhist teachings and their transmission to Tibet. The Buri style is characterized by its use of bright colors, detailed facial features, and elaborate backgrounds, and it was highly influential in Tibetan art during the medieval period. The murals feature figures such as Ushnishavajaya and Dhritarashtra, important deities in the Buddhist pantheon, and are a testament to the artistic exchange between Nepal and Tibet during the medieval period. Ushnishavajaya, the goddess of longevity, is depicted with 3 faces and 8 arms, holding various ritual objects, while Dhritarashtra, the king of the Nagas, serpent beings, is shown with a human body and a serpent's tail. The cave's stupa is a central feature, surrounded by a circumambulation path where devotees walk clockwise to generate merit, a practice central to Himalayan Buddhism. The Chaunt Cave of Luri is one of many such stupa caves in the region, each serving as a memorial to a spiritual teacher and a repository of religious art and relics. The mystery of who built these caves and why remains unsolved, but their existence offers a glimpse into the deep spiritual and cultural connections between Nepal and Tibet. Some researchers believe that the caves were built by Tibetan monks fleeing political unrest